We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I'm your host, Bumpy McSquiggums, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we start up our limited run series on Neptunia Game Maker Revolution, or R-Evolution if you prefer. It is from Idea Factory and Compile Heart, releases on May 14th, 2024. This is the PlayStation 5 version of the game. A big shout out and a thank you to Idea Factory and Keymailer for giving me up the code for this. It is awesome, amazing, and I am truly grateful.
In a vicious world of rival game makers. In order to acquire shares, makers wage a vicious war for supremacy. And thus, a new maker steps into the fray, attempting to endure the storm, to triumph in the battle for game industry.
Ah, yes. And return to the Neptunia series. Idea Factory has been fantastic to me for many years. It's always a pleasure to work with them, and I'm grateful. I really would like to cover more of their games further. Again, maybe something for live streaming down the line. We'll see.
Sorry, CEO. We need your strength.
Can't imagine who this is.
Be there in a jiffy.
I'm sure you're all shocked. Shaw.
No reason to fight.
Even if you failure goddesses have not, I've reason indeed.
What? Why she got the...
I know we were wrong back then. But
The time has long passed for cheap excuses.
hey, let's wrap this up already.
True.
It's more important to find what you're searching for. Don't you agree with me?
You needn't remind me.
I mean, we could definitely say we're not maidenless. Here. Nice. Alright, so are we gonna get the bike slide too? No.
Sorry to keep you waiting. President Neptune has arrived.
Hello, Neptune.
The nuisance is here.
Do not interfere, visitor from another world. This is none of your concern.
But it does concern me. After all, I'm everyone's president.
If you are to side with failure goddesses, then you are my enemy.
Oh. No, it'd be like that, be it? Alright. Tutorials. Clear all tutorials in order. Okay.
They look strong, but I won't lose.
Just whips out two swords out of nowhere.
I do what must be done.
Because you can. Alright.
First, I gotta close the gap.
Oh god, she's moving. What? Oh, okay.
A scratch. A scratch. Guard faltered.
I wasn't sure whether this is going to be
To attack.
kind of
I'm going in.
more of a live action or more of a perform the square and the X combo, or more of the turn-based stuff. I will say that I actually enjoy both of them, so there is that. But you guys know my propensity and my enjoyment and love of all things turn-based, so
You're pretty
probably
tough.
my preferred in
How's
general.
about a special skill?
But both do quite well. Perform a tactical skill one time.
They say
A
guns.
scratch. You are no trifling foe.
Oh, that's
Still,
cool. Where'd she
I
get the gun
need
from?
but adapt.
Oh.
Hey, it's the tutorial. Go easy on me.
Oh,
What inexplicable nonsense you spout. Full of openings.
Yeah. Watch out. Whoa.
come on.
Yeah.
Yahoo.
Return to ash.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Tutorial complete. Now it's time to get serious.
Yeah.
Then come, fool. Yes, not lacking. This is not lacking. I
All
shall
right.
withdraw for now.
Next.
Shaw. I
How's
beat
that?
her for Shaw.
I am the president, after all.
She is. She is the president.
Whoa, that was crazy. You're really something, huh?
I think we could up the volume a little bit. I might have to play with some of the levels, but we'll try to put that off till next episode.
You as well. Impressive for a mere human.
Thank you.
Neptune, was it?
It was.
That's right. I'm Neptune, wandering bug hunter, and everyone's
What?
president
Okay.
and CEO.
And
I'll remember that name. In deference to one soon departed.
nice.
We won't let that happen!
Oh,
She's our valued CEO. We won't stand by and watch her be defeated.
I mean,
Neppy, we've got your back.
Neppy, I feel like we did fine.
Clinging to each other to the very end. So be it. Come at me, all of you!
I like her. I mean, it'd be better if she opened her other eye, but you know, it's fine. All right, Pip something, Jaga. I have no idea. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing all of these. In a radio. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have a full squadron
They
of
look strong,
fighters.
but I won't lose.
Does she have a paint
I
easel?
warn you, irregular.
Not easel. Palette thing?
Extra! Become the rest on my boomerang!
No, it's a
I am
boomerang.
not so weak as to be bested by a toy.
I mean, I'm just kind of hanging out.
Toy!
She seems upset.
A scratch.
All right, I'm switching to PP.
I have formulated a plan. Let us attack simultaneously.
Nice idea. Lock us up.
Chain. All right, by switching between characters during a finisher combo or tactical skill, you will activate a link chain. Additionally, a link chain recommendation will appear on screen when available. You can turn this off in the settings menu. No, I think that's good to remind me. After swapping in during a link chain, the character will perform an additional attack. Each successive link chain causes attacks to do additional damage. Seems pretty useful. The chain will break if you do not attack frequently enough. It will not be broken by moving or step dashing. Oh. Yeah, no, I think that works for me.
You can't escape one straight.
A scratch.
Oh, we did it. We got the full link chain.
A scratch. A scratch.
You're so strong, Efsha. Don't you fall for us. Maybe I can beat you down with one big hit.
Yeah, good old F Shaw. Doing some work. Get her, Nep. Or Neppy? Was it Neppy? It was Neppy.
A scratch. A scratch.
Apparently we're scratching her a lot. He just does not have any more itches anywhere.
A scratch.
She's like, itch free is the way to be. I decided to chain with someone else that time.
A scratch. You have been warned. A scratch.
I haven't really used her at all, so
I got a scratch. I got a scratch.
Let's keep things up.
A scratch.
that was interesting.
My guard faltered.
Are we gonna chain at some point? There we go.
A scratch.
Oh,
A scratch. A scratch. A scratch.
there we go. A multitude of scratches. All of the scratches, all at the same time.
Right there.
You have been warned. I shall
Hey, the link level's up.
a scratch.
Okay.
A scratch.
We're link leveling up.
A scratch.
We go together.
A scratch.
This is, oh, I have to do what they've asked me to here.
Faltered. A scratch.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
A scratch.
Let's end this together.
I did it, the link drive. Okay, sorry. I was just enjoying beating her up slowly. I apologize. I do that every once in a while. Completely ignore on-screen stuff. Just focus on the chaining and the other things I need to do.
I shall draw.
That was simple enough.
It's a new experience.
Hey, everybody leveled
All
up.
Thanks to my leadership.
You're leader? I thought Neptune was the leader with the president thing. You know, it's fine. Not gonna question it. It's perfectly okay. What's up?
Efshaw's wounds are healing?
Yeah.
Her body. What was that?
This is the curse placed upon me. It stands proof of your cursed sins.
So?
I'll withdraw for today. Remember well my terrible visage.
I think it's alright.
Efshaw, why are you doing all this?
I'll do whatever I must to destroy the cursed game. Nothing more.
What?
Ugh, what a selfish employer. She should at least think about what all of this puts me through.
Krusty, come back to me.
Krusty, like, he's
No way.
Isuar.
I'm gonna do what I want. You should go have some fun too. Games are everything in this world after all.
Games are everything, huh? Now that I think about it, it was because of a game I ended up meeting everyone.
True. 3 months earlier. Ah, you gotta love the flashback, right? In a time
There we go. I made it to this new dimension in one piece.
where Neptune made it to a new dimension in one piece.
I wonder what kind of adventures I'll have. Oh, I hope I can find lots of rare bugs. Ooh, it's so exciting.
Hey!
Oh,
Hey! Hey, come on! Don't ignore me!
you have pudding.
There you go again, using my powers without permission.
Yeah.
It might be nothing to you, but it's real tiring to cross dimensions.
Yeah, I know. You're setting me up to explain the sitch to all the new folks playing.
No fourth wall breaking ever.
No, that's not...
So, that power I just used to travel dimensions is actually Krusty's. And by trapping her into my precious Nep note,
Yeah.
I'm able to use that power at will.
That doesn't seem like a
Who are
good
you talking
thing to do.
And my name's Kawar!
Crowar?
Well, Krusty's a better nickname, and my name's Neptune. I'm a wandering bug hunter who travels dimensions.
Sure, that might as well be a thing.
All right, now that introductions are over, let's head out.
Listen to what I'm saying!
Oh,
And shut.
put her back in the notebook, huh?
She definitely wouldn't be so nice without the Nep note. I'd better be extra
Wait.
careful nothing happens to it.
That she was being nice?
No strange bugs or exciting adventures in sight. Better hit the nearest city for some action.
Hmm.
And stop. This place is huge. First up, mealtime. Can't go fast on an empty stomach.
Fair.
What's that noise? It almost sounds like an unstoppable stampede of 1,000 desperate feet.
Is that foreshadowing? Feels like foreshadowing.
Please refrain from pushing! Please don't push!
Hey, hurry up and sell them already. I've been in line for 3 days.
Slightly stinky customer.
I've been waiting for a whole week! If even a single person gets injured, sales will be canceled! I repeat, if anyone's injured...
Whoa, this is way past the level of a simple sale. What is everyone so excited for?
That is the question.
Little miss, you got in line without knowing why? Today's the long-awaited launch date of the new console.
Oh?
A game? They're all here to buy a game?
Well, a game
but
console.
Their eyes are blood red.
It's the first new console in years, get me? We're all super hype. We're pogging out of our minds.
Oh god, they use pogging.
Oh,
Oh,
looks like the
oh
line's
no.
about to move. Well then, young miss, I wish you luck. Let us meet again if we both survive.
My soul just left my body a little
Wait,
bit there.
mister, I
Oh.
didn't come here to buy a game. How do I get out of this line?
Well, but she,
Sweet freedom.
the feat came after she was already
Wow.
there.
Games sure are popular in this world, huh, Krusty? Huh?
Uh-oh.
Krusty?
She lost her book, didn't she?
My Nep note's gone.
And immediately,
Did I
there's
lose
our
it in the
attention.
crowd? What do I do? I'm already in a bind. I have to find it ASAP.
Oh. You didn't go with the ASAP. Okay, okay. I can appreciate that.
This is bad. Not a single hint. I searched so much and everything.
This is very uncharacteristic of Neptune. Oh, right. Odd that every time we switch scenes, it cancels my auto thing, but I appreciate that in case you, I don't know,
Huh?
wander off or
There's a
something.
light coming
Forget
from the
to
back of
pause it.
that room. What's this?
How did she find an
A
abandoned
TV
office
and
building?
A game console. And they're on. But what are they doing in an abandoned building?
What are you doing in an abandoned building?
Whatever. I'll take it for a spin, may as well.
Okay.
What is this? This is awful. What is this? It's so bad. It's great. No way.
Okay.
This is wild. I can't stop laughing.
I'm shocked.
Uh-oh.
I didn't think anyone would have so much fun with that game.
What? Who be here? Oh, it's the trio.
Whoa. Where'd you guys come from? Are you ghosts?
Maybe.
Rude! Don't talk about us like that!
It was a question.
As Pippi said, we're not
Pippi.
ghosts. Sorry for startling you. We've got the circumstances.
Yeah.
Anyways, we should introduce ourselves. I'm Rio. Oh, you can call me Doctor, too.
Oh.
The name is Jagga. Just leave the calculations to me. Do the math.
But
And I'm Pippi.
you're doing the
I'm
math.
like the leader here. In other words, I'm the best and brightest.
Wow.
Right now,
So humble,
we
too.
sort of lost our shares, but we're goddesses. We're actually really super duper awesome.
Uh-huh.
Huh. So there's goddesses in this world, too.
You're sure taking it in well, huh? What do we do? Wasn't our plan to force things through while she was still in shock?
Wait, what?
Ugh.
What's happening?
Don't worry. She might be gutsier than we thought, but that's just what she needs to handle that.
Hey, so why is there a game console sitting out in a place like this?
That's because we were waiting for someone to play the game we made.
Uh-huh.
Right. So you guys made this game? That's amazing!
But it was just dull, right?
Yep, it was dull. And fun. And awesome.
You have rather unique tastes. But thanks to that, we were able to get a bit of our shares back.
Right! It's all thanks to your heartfelt, genuine enjoyment.
Sure.
And so, won't you become our president and develop games with us?
Wait, what?
Me. President?
If we can make fun games and get a ton of people to play them, we can regain our goddess powers. As the leader, I could manage it myself, but I'd rather focus on production. We need someone else to take the reins.
Yeah, I can do that.
So I'm
I
telling
have a lot
you
of
now,
ideas.
I won't take no for an answer.
Oh.
Alright, sure.
For real? And just like that?
Are you super sure? Don't you want to give it more thought? You might end up our guarantor before you realize it.
What?
Well, being president sounds fun. I've always wanted to try game development, and you guys are in trouble, right?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
We still haven't asked your name yet, have we?
Me? My name's Neptune, dimension-hopping bug hunter. And from today on, I'm president of this game company.
Uh-huh. What's the name of the company? Well, that was weird. crosses dimensions, loses her book, and then wanders into an abandoned building for some reason. Sees a game console and a monitor, TV, whatever set up, and decides to play the game. Says it's terrible, but so bad it's good, and boom, she ends up as president. It's a little weird. A lot of things gotta fall in place for that to happen, but you know what? I'm here for it. But going toe-to-toe with abruptly appearing weirdos, is that really what presidents do? I mean, maybe. I don't think you can talk after riding a motorcycle through the window. You broke my bike, too. The president is a maker's... What? The president is a maker's face. It's a figurehead. That means you gotta deal with other makers, too. Huh? It's a lot of work being president. Sounds like a bit of a pain. Oh dear, what a troublesome CEO. But NTW, is that not to worry? That's just why we're here. We'll handle any problems that troubles you. And answer any questions you might wonder. But then I have a question. What do you mean when you say stuff like CEO or NTW? CEO is the abbreviation of the term Chief Executive Officer. It means the head managerial position. In other words, it means you, the El Presidente. Or it's penultimo. Is that what it was? I don't know. No, I was right. And NTW stands for not to worry. In other words, no need for concern. Well, if that's the case, wouldn't most people just say NP for no problem instead? Do the math. Oh, she definitely dodged my question. Did she? She's like the calculations girl, says leave the calculations up to her, but then she keeps telling you to do the math. I don't know. I suspect there's more to you than meets the eye. Sorry, Prezi. Jaggy's not the brightest bulb. Hit her with something tough, and she goes right into blue screen. Sure. Anyway, as president, it's your job to take this dump, building, and remake it as a magnificent company HQ. Alright, wait, so hold on. We're in present day. That all happened 3 months ago. Why are we still in the quote-unquote dump? And why did somebody just try to kill all of us? And what were we doing for the last 3 months? I'm so confused. Alright, you know what? It's fine. Okay, Pip. It's all yours. Why? You set it up like you were going to explain things. I was, but then I got bored. Besides, shouldn't things like this be handled by our wise and reliable leader? Wise and reliable. Really? Very well, if you insist. I, Pippi, the wise, will now explain. Our company building was destroyed in F. Shah's attack. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess that makes a bit more sense. It was just a ruin anyway. Let's get to rebuilding. It's wise to visualize the types of games we'll be making too. Complete the tutorial. Building level increased to 1. Capital investment. Well, I don't have a lot of options. That's what we're doing. Ruin building. Building level 0. Oh, I can develop a new genre. Oh, I see. I feel like there are a lot of really good things missing from this list, but that's okay. Like, where are the strategy and the tactical games and stuff like that? It's fine. I guess we'll go... Oh, hold on. I'm looking at the background now. RPG, you have a sword and a stone and a house, right? Then you have an interesting amalgamation of platforming with pipes and bricks, but rings and ladders and flags. Okay. Simulation. That's disturbing. I guess we build things or something? I don't know. Good old visual novel, people talking, essentially the way this whole game does its story stuff. Or the whole series, I suppose. The shooter, of course. I like the gun just sitting out there. and then a puzzle. I think we just go RPG. Alright, so it's gonna look like, yeah. Totally does not fit with anything around here. I like it. To make games, you have to have the know-how. For now, pick what you like or whatever sounds interesting. We'll leave the how-to of company building to you. I guess I increase the investment to unlock a node. Okay, we have the start. I mean, we don't have a lot of options here. 500 CP to get the sales up by 50%. Okay. That lowers a lot of our monies. With more funding, we could acquire more know-how, but it would be unrealistic to try and grow so much immediately. Let's take it slow and save up a bit. Sure. Wonderful. Well, this, our company policy has been decided. Is that about it for the president's work? Of course not. There's still one last very important job left. Listen up, okay? The number one most important job is selecting the company name. There's no way that's true. Our company name is the very first thing the players are going to see, you know? If you get carried away and name it after something cringy, like your favorite anime character, it's gonna haunt you forever. If I close my eyes, I can still see it. Pippi, Hirokaya? Sure. Hirokaya, there you go. The Black Sword Yeah, what? You don't need to remember that? Company name, huh? Oh ho! You were so quick to accept the presidential position, but you're thinking pretty hard on this one. Taking on the presidency only affected me, but the company name belongs to all of us. I can't be quite so quick to decide. Neptune, I've decided I'll choose victory. For real? That was just as fast. Victory, huh? Simple and straightforward. Memorable, but not eccentric. I think it sounds good. It really gives you the new experience vibe. Well, if you girls say so, I suppose I don't have any reservations either. And victory it is. Alright, now that we've decided on the company name, let's get pumping out tons of fun games. I don't think that's how that works, but at the end of a chapter, you will be rated in a management milestone earnings report. You can obtain rare items and more, so be sure to work hard. This will end the tutorial. Okay. Earnings report. We lost money, right? Total income 100. We defeated 2 enemies. We expanded our area, and our world share is 2.2.
At least we passed.
We did pass.
Let's aim higher next time.
Will do, Neptune. We got some crystal, or we got a crystal shard, and we got ourselves some Nep Bowl. Yep, that tracks. Oh, just a little bit more, and we gotta hang in there. Okay. Sure.
This is a story from long, long ago, when this world was still a...
Uh-huh.
Hold it!
Oh.
Hey, what's the deal, President? Things were just about to get good.
You've got to give a proper warning before dropping the lore bomb. You know, for the folks in front of the screen.
That's fair.
And who the heck is that exactly?
It me,
Well,
and
fine.
others.
Then from here on, I'll be explaining the origins of this world, so you better listen well. Once again.
Okay.
In this world, a lone goddess created a GAME. In other words, she invented video games.
Love it.
And after that, see? The other goddesses all got addicted to playing it.
Sure. Yeah, that tracks.
Don't steal my lines!
Yeah, I thought Pippi was going to be doing it.
passed, and rumors of the game spread throughout the world.
And soon, all conflict had ceased.
Nice.
In its place arose an unprecedented game boom. And so... Okay, Pip, you're up!
Oh, don't throw it to me so suddenly!
Oh boy.
And thus was born the era of makers.
Dun dun dun!
That was supposed to be my line!
Apologies, Pippi. It seems we took the joke too far.
Yeah.
There, don't cry, Pip. Here, try this. Open wide.
Hot! Oh, it's disgusting! What is this?
What is happening? The heck is that?
Colorful Oden.
Ah.
I skewered tomato, seaweed, and cheese. Then simmered them slowly in Oden-flavored medicine.
What?
It's a prototype I came up with just yesterday.
Yeah.
How's it taste? Isn't it great?
Why was your tomato
I just
square?
said it was awful. And what the heck is Odin-flavored medicine?
Yeah.
Don't just stick suspicious things in people's mouths.
Oh my goodness.
I see your creations are the same as ever, Doctor.
Doctor indeed.
Really? It's pretty good, though.
What do you mean?
WTH.
WTH. Okay.
Anyways, do you have a clearer picture of the ways of this world now?
Not really.
To echo our CEO, this world is currently in an era of makers. Goddesses and other powerful makers compete ruthlessly. Amongst
Sure.
this torrent, it will be no small feat for a nameless maker like us to create a game with wide audience appeal.
Sure.
In other words, it's AIG, an impossible game.
Oh. Okay.
Not to worry. I, famed producer Pippi, am by your side, President.
Sweet.
From now on, you can call me Pippi P.
I don't.
Gotcha, Pippi P. Then I have a question. From now on, what exactly should we do?
It's a good question.
Isn't it obvious? We make a game.
Okay.
Gotcha, Pippi P. How do we make a game?
Isn't it obvious? First, we...
Yeah, you don't know either.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Anyway, just leave it to me.
All right.
In truth, it will prove difficult to begin game development immediately.
We're fresh out of staff or funding, you know? Guess that makes fundraising our first priority.
Uh-huh.
Part-timing again? I don't think I can bear the life of a sushi pack garnisher again.
Hey, can't we just sell it as it is? You know, the game I first played?
That. Are you possibly talking about that game?
Yep. It's already finished up, so can't we just sell it already? Huh? What's with this mood? Did I ask something I shouldn't?
It's fine. We were just feeling nostalgic.
That game is actually the first one we ever made, back when we first started out.
Just doesn't seem
A
that
lot
long
happened
ago.
back then. Most of our games have been destroyed by now.
Oh. I'm wrong.
Now this is all that's left. It was probably mistaken for an unfinished product.
So let's get going and sell it. Then lots of people will check it out.
Sure.
But CEO...
Prezi, we're truly glad you like it, but as a maker, I don't think it's right for us to sell something like that.
That's right! There's no point in selling games if they aren't fun!
No, I mean,
Besides,
she had fun.
you said it was bad when you played it, President!
So bad it was
Yeah.
good.
It was bad, but it was fun too.
That's fair.
That's a puzzling answer.
Is it,
Which
though?
is it?
Why not both?
It might be bad, but that's exactly what makes it so funny. It's silly, and there's nothing else like it. Isn't that plenty?
People can learn a
Either
little
way,
something about things.
We don't
right?
have the money or the manpower to make a new game, right? So let's try it.
That's true, but...
She might be right, considering our situation.
I mean, you don't have a lot of
Me
options.
too, Redio? Are you serious? Well, we can't sell it as is, but we could try to touch it up, you know? And anyways, it's
okay.
our Prezzy's decision.
Yeah, I have all the power, or she has all the
The
power.
president says it's fun. You guys can have faith in it, right?
Yeah, alright.
Oh dear. The CEO who drags everyone along by sheer, unadulterated will. So be it. Do the math.
Stop saying that.
Alrighty then.
It's your job.
I'll
You
get
do the
right
math.
to briefing our Prezzy on game disc development.
Sure. First, we must decide what to improve upon. We haven't got much time or staff. Big changes might be big nopers. If I make a suggestion, or if I might make a suggestion, I think the biggest issue is that the character doesn't move as one would expect. What? But that's the best part. The model's suddenly going all wiggly stretchy as a riot. It's just glitching out. It was a fatal mistake to introduce a physics engine. It wasn't something we could handle at the time. The character just can't beat the physics engine, can they? Then why don't we just make it even harder to control? Get the players fighting for their lives. Make it even harder to control? If you have to try and escape while being unable to move how you want, all sorts of crazy things can happen. Since we've already decided on a company policy, we can add in fitting elements. Yeah, it's sure to be fun. I see. So we use its flaws to our advantage. That might work well. You're pretty sharp, Nep. Well, not as sharp as me, though. Alright. So, at some point we'll find a spot where we can break it off, but we may be going for a little while in this episode. I did want to share a thing that I've run into. When I was doing some Steam store page streaming for Indie Brothers. There was a specific game that I was covering, and I covered it like way back in like early alpha before it was ready. I think it might have been for a Next Fest or just because they had a build available on Steam. Anyway, and the whole premise or idea of the game was you basically were making mutant zombie things to go out and like take over the city or whatever the case is. And you were literally like creating mutagens and stuff inside a lab, and then you were changing the bodies of the corpses that you found and stuff. And I don't want to get too far off point here, but so there was a lot of gameplay elements around that, you know, mixing these various different things together, then going in and then adding the mixture to the body, and then crafting or I'm not sure what the word is, but like it's almost like 3D printing, but for organic stuff. Anyway, like replicating like limbs and things to give your mutants powers. So a big portion of the game was that, and then a small portion of it was going to be, all right, you have these folks, you're going to send them out to go do things, and so on and so forth, right? So that's all well and good, but there was a bug in the game. When you had the bodies that you were going to eventually turn into the mutants, we'll come back to that. When you had the mutants and you could pick them up and carry them to the various different like parts of the lab to do things with them. If you drop them, they just like drop down. That was it. Once they became a mutant, once you added the mutagen to it. However, before that, when they were just bodies, if you dropped them, they had physics, and they were just stiff, right? The bodies were stiff. So if you dropped them with any kind of momentum, they would start to roll, and it was hilarious. It was literally, for me, it was the most fun, broken, silly, bug-riddled part of the game, right? You basically run along as fast as you could, or I would, and I would drop the body, and then I would see if I could get it to roll, you know, X number of distance or whatever. And then I would get various different bodies and have like bowling championships with these various different bodies. And it was so much fun and totally not what the game was about or anything else. But I found that and I loved it and it was great. And I actually included it in all my streams, body bowling and rolling, because the demo itself was probably, at that stage, was probably only like 15-20 minutes, maybe a half hour if you stretched it out a little bit. And I was doing like 2-hour streams. So it was, anyway, it was a lot of fun, but that's what they're talking about right here. You go, you do all this stuff, and then like something unexpected happens, something that you're not planning to. And despite it being a thing that you don't even want in the game, you're like, oh gosh, how did this happen? It becomes one of the most fun parts of the game. They eventually patched that out and they took that away from me. And I'm very sad by this. But yeah, it is one of those things that absolutely 100% can happen. You have a bug or something working not as intended. Now I've heard I don't have the examples on the tip of my tongue or my head right now, but I have heard of a few other developers, and I'm sure there's many throughout the years, that they did something that didn't work how they intended, and they're like, we kind of like this, and they left it in the game that became a feature. So very, very much a thing that happens in game development. You're pretty sharp, Nep. Well, not as sharp as me, though. All right, continue. Anyway, with that, we're decided. Let's get started. Sorry, I just felt like story time. That actually kind of related exactly to what we were talking about in the game. I just felt like I'd share it. Whew, that should do it. We were faster than expected. We were mostly removing elements from the original game, after all. Our only real issue was dividing the map into smaller stages. I would have liked to have I would have liked to add a little more character variation, though. Let's do that in a later update. What's most important is getting people to play our game. An explosive showcase of President Neptune's directions. Good job, everyone. Just a minute. There's still one last job left for our president. One last job? Deciding upon the game's title. Isn't that usually one of the first things you do? At least I thought it was. The contents of the game matter most, but the title is important too. It'll be the face of the game, so pick one that sticks. The title, huh? Yeah, let's go with NetBeat. Swift as usual. Well, I think it's fine. The simpler it is, the easier it is to remember. That's not true. Then it's decided. NetBeat. Sometimes complicated things are what cause you to remember stuff. Alright, I believe the game just auto-saved. I think we're going to break it off right here. I know we didn't get into a lot of the details, a lot of the ins and outs of the game, but this is a limited run series, which basically means we're going to play through an indeterminate amount of time, or hours, episodes, videos, whatever, and then we'll call a close to it. So it's essentially like an extended first look is generally how I view the limited run series. So we'll definitely come back. We'll keep playing. Probably play. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want to say like 2 to 3 episodes or 7 to 10 or 35. That's kind of the beauty of the limited run. But we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna see all the various different things you can do with the game and see about game creation. There's obviously going to be more combat and fighting and things of that nature that are going to be coming through. So yeah, and of course more of the story. Anyway, folks, if you are eager and excited and you want to grab the latest in the Neptunia series from Idea Factory, it releases once again on May 14th. A big shout out and a thank you to Idea Factory and Keymailer once again for hooking me up with the code for this. It means a lot, and I am truly grateful. I always enjoy coming back and seeing the ridiculous, silly, over-the-top stuff that Idea Factory is doing. And yeah, the Neptunia series, while it has some stuff that I'm a little uncomfortable with, in general, it is usually the series of the various games that I have played, all are quite fun and well thought out, and the gameplay it's pretty solid. Like, their turn-based strategy games from the original Neptunia series are essentially kind of a bridge between a tactics game and an old-school JRPG, and I appreciate that, and it's done quite well. So they made a fan of me in those days, the Halcyon days. Actually, I think it was one of the remakes or remasters. Anyway, regardless, that brought me in, and I've stayed around and checked out all the various crazy things that everybody's been getting up to. So anyway, folks, if you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, the publisher, any of that stuff down below in the description of the video. There'll be various links, just like there always are. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Until the very next episode, first look, limited run, series, video, or whatever else it is you find here at The Freak Show. Thank you for stopping by The Freak Show. I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. We play, we fight, we conquer.